There's something, my guys, and welcome back to Scrap Mechanic. Today we're going to be looking at this. This is the Kv-1 that I built during the stream recently. Now this is based off of the real world Kv-1 Zis-5. It's not a 100% perfect replication, but I am happy with how it turned out. Now this is also kind of known as the tiny Kv-1. Long story short, during the stream, I built the gun in it, then I built the decorative parts of it, and then I kind of realized I made it way too small, and nothing functioned, none of the guns or anything. I couldn't even load the gun that was in there at the time. So I had to completely redesign the gun, but I kept the main structure of the vehicle, so it is still rather quite small. And to give you an idea of what I mean by quite small, let's drive it over here next to my little Tiger 1 that I made a while back. It's just so tiny next to this little tiger. Oh, it's just weird. It's actually comparable to some of the tiny tanks I built, like the Lynx. It's kind of weird. It's not as small as the normal tiny tank or my tankette that I did recently, but it is still absurdly small. Now I do want to take a bit of a look at this gun mechanism because it is quite unique. It works like all my other turrets do. 1 is left, 2 is up, 3 is down, 4 is right, 5 fires the main gun, 6 fires the machine gun. Oh, the round bounced back out. This is a 10 power cannon, and how it loads and how it operates is really weird. So to this bearing here, drag your cardboard and place the round to the side, and then you can get back in the seat. The reason this is really weird is because it uses a very similar cannon design to what one of my old APCs used, the Guardian APC. Essentially what is happening is the cardboard here, rather than the whole gun getting moved, all of the spud guns and everything, only the cardboard is rotated. Now to keep it in line with the main gun, there is this little connector arm here. And it's actually the main gun that moves. This is the moving component. This arm just pushes the cardboard into the direction that it needs to be to fire. It's for this reason that a machine gun actually works. So if I aim up, let's say I want to hit that tree. Now it is a 10 power, so it is a little bit weaker than the spud gun is. So I should be wanting to hit the base of the tree. Let's aim up just a tad. And that's going to be pretty much as close as I can get to the base. Fire. And there we go. Now, it's kind of weird. This is rather small. It's the smallest turret I think I've ever built. Other than the, like I said, the Guardian APC. But the turret didn't house the seat. This one houses the seat inside the turret, so that whenever you get out, you're always oriented. Now, it is cramped, so I am spazzing out. You just kind of have to crouch out of the turret sometimes. You can't really stand in the turret while loading. It is possible, but really hard, because you only have this little bitty area to stand in, and as you saw, it really spazzed out, and it just threw me out of the turret there. So some other things to note on this: the suspension is always compressed in this tank. And that's simply because when I was building it, the size that I was building at, whenever the springs were extended, made the tank really weird looking, made it really tall. So I made the springs compressed. That way I still have suspension. So if I go over bumps and stuff, you will see it actually moving. And it does work quite well. But it also allowed me to be a much lower profile. Now this suspension wouldn't really work in a fast tank because as you hit bumps it would jar you quite a bit. But on something slow like this, something really low profile, it does work decently well. So let's go ahead and see if we can hit that tiger over there. I have a target, let's hit it. Let's aim up. And fire. And there goes the turret. 10 power cannon is more than enough to do most of your fighting, but it's still not my normal 12 power, so the aiming is a bit off, but that's really about it. It's still more than functional. So overall, I am pleased with how it looks. It is a little bit off from what I liked. Some things to note: the turret is pretty decent. It could be just a bit wider on the front, but it's alright. The chassis itself looks really skinny and a little bit too long. I might be able to just take the front and smash it back a little bit and make that look a bit nicer. But overall, I'm happy with how it turned out. Looks nice, functions good enough, and overall I had a fun time building it, and you guys did too. So I am going to end this episode here. If you guys did enjoy, please leave a like. If you have any suggestions, leave them in the comments down below. Enjoy the channel, enjoy what I'm doing, please subscribe, it helps out a lot. And right now, shares help the channel the most, so if you do want to help out the channel, please share this episode with a friend. So, thanks for stopping by, thanks for sticking around, and until next time, peace.